back to Prime Time, y'all, and we back at it again with another game night. But before we get into this game night, go ahead and get your meal, your drink, your blinds, or your snack. And you don't gotta tell your man or sneaky link that you're gonna have to call him back because I'm here with mine today. And baby, we finna get into episode 3. So, did you go first?
I think you went first.
You sure?
Last time.
Oh, whatever. Go ahead.
Have you ever faked an orgasm? If so, how did you pull it off? Demonstrate.
Oh, hell yeah. A few times, actually. You know, when I go out with, my clients or the ones that I just really wasn't attracted to, but, I knew how to put on the show. Or, the sugar daddies, and stuff like that. It's easy to, ask spit, do that fake little leg shake, that's easy to do. People be like, oh, you can't fake that shake. Yes, you can. So, it ain't nothing to put on a little shake, okay?
Demonstrate.
Bye.
This is what the cards say.
You didn't say all of that. I'm not doing that on camera. I'm trying to have a green monetized video. We're not doing that. So, have you?
Yeah, I have. With some very bad links. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. I just kind of would make sounds.
They probably knew your ass was fake.
That's fine, because that's the only time they ever see me.
Oh, well, period. Okay, you said fuck it. Can great sex really be taught? Explain.
Oh, taught?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Really?
Because there's people out there who are just like, they don't fuck with sex. They aren't sexual people.
I gotta agree, but for different reasons. I feel like you can't really teach great sex, like I said in plenty times before. It's either you have it or you don't. And some people really don't have not only the equipment, because if you don't got the equipment to do something, you can't do it. Yeah, you could give it the best shot and you could have the willpower to give it the best shot. And you might even be able to do it. But it probably wouldn't be where it would want to be, even because you don't got the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, it's kind of just for one, plus who don't nobody want to teach nobody.
Mm-mm.
Don't nobody want. It's either you have it or you don't. No shade. It's either you have it or you don't. Yeah, certain things can be taught, like, oh, I like my nipples licked. I like my nipples played with. I want more foreplay. Simple things. But as far as the great sex overall, I don't think that can really be taught. It's either you got it or you don't. No shade. So.
What's the difference between a person who's fuckable and one who is a wife/husband material?
Oh. I mean, it depends. I remember, I had this one link one time. It was this one guy, after we got done doing the duty, he fixed the bed. He fixed the bed. Got me some. No, he fixed the bed. Got me some water. Asked if I wanted some breakfast because that's what he had in his refrigerator. Mind you, it's midnight, bitch. And I was kind of just damn, me and you could probably work. You know what I'm saying? But I was just in the headspace of look, I'm on my whole shit right now, so I'm not trying to get into that. But if I was looking for that at the time, I feel like he definitely could have been, hubby material.
Okay. I think the main difference for me is somebody you can like progress your life with.
But how would you know that until y'all just fucking?
It said, what's the difference between someone who's fuckable and one who's wife/husband material?
Right.
Like this is my life, our life. Like it's bigger than just like doing things, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, your wife or husband should be fuckable. Like that's just the base level. That just means that you're fucking with them, right? So like wife/husband is the top.
Okay.
So.
Period. Okay. What's a hoe phase, and have you ever had one? If so, what influenced it?
A hoe phase. I mean, a hoe phase where you just let go. Obviously, well, not like let go. I mean, one could assume that. I can't say I really ever truly like had a hoe phase.
Oh,
honestly,
for real.
For real.
Y'all know. I definitely had me a whole phase.
Mm-hmm.
I don't run into some really good men like the one I just said, off the last card. Like, he was definitely like, we could have been in a relationship, but I was in my, hoe phase, and I feel like really what a hoe phase is like, bitch, you being a hoe. Like, I'm fucking and sucking and ducking, okay? I'm getting up out of there quick, nut and leave, okay? Just nothing serious. You dodging all that lovey-dovey shit. Can you spend a night? Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go to the movie? No. They text you, you only text them back when you ready to hunch. Like, that was me. Like, I wasn't trying to get into the let me get to know you. No. Like, I'm just trying to, like I said, suck and duck. And I'm out there. So I definitely had me one of those. And what influenced it? Just being young and horny. I was young and I was starting to really come into myself. I had just got out the closet. So I felt like, okay, I finally have a chance to live life. I've been hiding who I was for 15 years. I feel like if I would have just been born and, just open and out like, oh, I'm gay, I probably would have never been as hoish as I was. But I feel like once I got out that closet, I just felt like, oh my gosh, what can I do? So I just took it overboard. I feel like
you went 0 to 100.
Yeah, real quick.
Floored it.
I'm like full throttle. Okay, because why not? Because you don't know, like, hell, you don't know how long you're going to be on this earth. So
yeah, I
was kind of like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And if I'm going to be the hoe, I'm going to be the best hoe.
Is it possible to turn a hoe into a housewife/husband? Explain.
Well, look at me.
Evidence is here.
101, okay.
So yes, it works.
It do work. I feel like,
work.
that hoe, you got to be the right person for that hoe. Okay, if you're not the right person for that hoe not staying, that hoe was cheating, that hoe was gone. Okay, you just gotta be the right person doing the right things at the right motherfucking time. Because, you just got to. Because you just can't be any old body and thinking like, oh, I could change them. And that's another thing. You should never think you could change anyone. Like, if you just can't accept them as who they are, for what they are, you influence them to change, because the right person gonna make them want to change. So if you're not that right person, then you can advocate for it and be like, hey, could you? But you don't expect to change them. So that's my advice. That's your answer already?
I mean, my answer.
Oh my goodness. Since you've become sexually active, what's the longest you've gone without having sex? Ooh.
I mean, really, the longest I went was like a couple of years in high school, which was like, I mean, I was already young enough when I did it.
Right.
And it's just kind of like nothing happened for a little bit. Like when I started off, it was like a few things happened, and then it was like nothing for like a couple years.
Because you started so young.
Yeah.
Right. What age?
I mean, like 14, 15.
Oh. Well, I started at, 15. And since then, I want to say, ever since I started, I want to say the longest I went without it, probably about 3 weeks, almost a month. But I say that almost a month.
Since 15.
Since 15, almost a month. And the reason it's that long was because I had caught COVID.
And what are you now? Are gonna be?
Oh my goodness. Because I had caught COVID. So I was kind of just like, I don't want to give this to nobody else because I felt miserable and I didn't want to, like, I had
you
caught.
Want to share?
Yeah, I didn't want. But once, I had took another test and they said, oh, you negative. I was like, okay, I'm going to give myself a couple more days. And it was almost a month. And, I had logged on to, like, the Jacked and the Grinders. And I wasn't actively looking because, I still didn't feel 100% after having COVID. But because I was negative, I'm like, okay, I can't spread it no more. And I was all good. I was just still kind of, like, recovering from it a little bit. But the man was hitting me up and, the right one had got me. I was like, yeah, that's the end of that, sex hiatus. That's the longest it's been. I'm sorry.
Would you prefer a partner who is a virgin or a person with a high body count?
High body count.
Yeah.
High body count. And the reason why is because I want you to get in this bedroom and know what you're doing. I want you to get in this bedroom and have experience. It's kind of just like, why would you hire somebody without experience? You know how you try to get a job nowadays? They be wanting you to have at least 1 or 2 years of experience on certain things. You can't even get a job no more nowadays, barely, if you don't got no experience doing what you're doing. So why would I want a virgin? And that's, they don't know what they doing. Now I gotta teach them.
Yeah, no.
Nah.
I want somebody with experience.
Now, if I'm a virgin, okay, go for another virgin.
I think that's the only way something like that works.
Because then that's both y'all first time.
Yeah.
Y'all not really expecting nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't want to take nobody virginity. You did that shit once. I feel like that shit backfires. So, I'm good out there. Sorry. True or false? Women tell the truth about their body count. Defend your answer.
I don't know. Like, probably not.
Oh, so it's false, huh?
Yeah, it's false.
I'd probably say it's false, too. Well, it's probably true for a lot of women because I feel like, a lot of people like hoe shame, slut shame. So a lot of women feel like, oh, I gotta have a certain body count to be a high class woman or a high value woman. Because if they find out you got more than 1, 2, 3 bodies, they call you a hoe. So it probably is. I'm gonna say true or false because I feel like it's 50-50 with it. It is some girls out there who probably do lie about their body count because
just like the same way men do. But like,
I don't feel like men really lie about their body count like that because
there's nothing that pressures them to. Yeah,
if you hear, let's say you hear a man got 50 bodies, that motherfuckers clapping him, dapping him up like, yeah, you a player. If somebody hear a woman has 50 bodies, she's a slut. So
there's double standards.
It's double standards like hell, and it's not fair. So I can't say really true or false on this. It's just one of those questions where it's like, it depends on who you're asking.
A woman says she doesn't want to have sex on the first date because a man will respect her less if she does. Does she have a point?
in some instances, yeah. I feel like sometimes when you give it up, you know, on the first time, you know, they do look at you different. Or, you know, where they stop acting a certain way because they like, look, I already done been in the motherfucking cookie jar and I barely have to do anything to get up in a cookie jar. Whereas a man, you probably wait a month, 2, 3 months, 90 days to get on the cookie. During that month, 2 months, 3 months, he's putting in work because he's trying to get up in that cookie jar. So he doing this, he doing that, everything he's doing the right thing so he can get a taste. Where some men who, when they finally do get a taste, they start acting different. Start texting back slow, start moving funny. They not take you on dates like that no more because they kind of just like, look, I done already smashed and all I have to take you to Applebee's to get the 2 for $20. Like, so, not saying, you know, my women don't, you know, put out. I just feel like he just gotta be the right person for you. Because if he the right person, you can smash him as soon as y'all see each other. He'll still treat you right or how you should be treated. So,
I do agree that, like, but if it's the right man, then I say just like, you probably shouldn't be messing around on the first date. Period. Unless it's like, I don't know. Sometimes you can just tell you know that person.
Oh,
like,
really?
That person's for you.
Because we messed around on the first date.
We did.
It just depends on the person.
Yeah.
That's
but I'm saying 95% of the time, probably not.
Oh, that's high.
Because there might just be a lot of people out there who are just trying to mess around. And that's it.
You're probably right, yeah.
So.
Damn, that sucks. But anyway. Do you feel like having a high body count as a single person causes unrealistic expectations about sex inside a committed relationship?
Not really.
Because they probably thinking like, oh.
Yeah, y'all some hoes.
Well, they probably like, you probably really finna put it down in the bedroom if you have a high body count. You know?
Right. I mean, they're just, like, a body count is a body count. It's just that, like, you could have fucked one person 10,000 times, or you could have fucked 300 different people once. You know what I mean?
I guess it don't. Like I said, it's just one of those things where it just depends on who you with and how y'all are. So,
or like maybe they have a high body count because they're 65. You know, 65 years of fucking. Well, more like it'd be like 20 or 40 something. But like, you know what I mean? They just old.
Right.
I'm not saying we old, but like some people are old.
Maybe you just went through a phase. Look, you just trying to have fun.
Right.
Okay. And you probably didn't see a relationship for you, so you're just doing what you're doing. I don't think it puts unrealistic expectations. If they putting that on you, then maybe they're not the one. Oh my God, we done? Oh my God, that's 5? That's episode 3. Oh my goodness. It's getting juicy. It's getting juicy. If you made it through this whole video, baby, we love you. And make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the side so you will be notified the next time we upload. And we're going to catch you next time on another
Prime time.
And we out.